Okay, children, so let's continue with grammar. You will see grammar, but today you're going to use your practice book, page 79. Okay, 79. Okay, so here is page, no, I'm sorry, 69. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, so you have these activities. You have number 1, 2, and then you have these children. Okay, look at the faces. They don't feel well, as you can see. Okay, we have unscramble and write. Okay, we have, okay, wait a second. We have this, and then we have this. Look and write. So look at Jim. You have Sarah, Harry, Anne, and some of them don't look well. Okay, and here we have some symptoms or some illnesses, and they are unscrambled. So we have to put them correctly. Okay, now, and here we're going to use has to and have to. Yes, and here we have should. Give the children advice, and Jim has blah blah blah. Okay, so listen. Let's go to this number 1, and I'm going to put it here because I have some answers. So I want you to think. Okay. So my number 1, you have MBUP. MBUP. Estos son las listas que ya terminamos, que fue en las listas de las enfermedades de hecho. Entonces, so you have MBUP. This is bump. What's the meaning of bump? If you can remember, okay. You have some lists, okay? Find them if you don't know the words. Okay, then you have TCU. This is, yes, this is cut. Then you have this one, BKORNE, MRA. This is broken arm. Then you have next one. Okay. This one is nosebleed. Then you have this one. That's a rash. Yes. And then you have this one. Scrape. Yes. So these are some of the things we can have when we have little accidents, for example, or when we don't feel well. Okay. So bumps, cuts, broken arms or broken arm, nosebleed, rash, and scrape. Yes? Okay, now, look at exercise 2. Look and write. We have Jim, number 1. Number 2, we have Sarah. Number 3, we have Harry. And number 4, we have Anne. And as you can see, these children are suffering. Look at their faces. Jim is showing us his finger. Sarah is touching her head. Harry, okay, look at his arm. And Anne, look at her knee, okay? So they are having problems, yes? And I think they are going to go to the doctor or something. So listen, I'm going to erase here. And then we are going to answer. So my first one, Jim has a what? Okay, a cut on his finger. A cut on his finger, okay? And if you see, yeah. Okay, now, what about number 2, Sarah? Sarah has a bump on her head. Ahora, por lógica, si Sarah is touching her head and she has a bump on her head, what is that? What is bump? What does that mean? Claro, un chipote. Okay. Now, number 3, Harry has, estamos viendo have and has. In this case, has. Harry has a what? A broken arm. Okay. And the last one, Anne has a scrape on her knee. Yes? So here, look at this. So here, his finger, her head, his arm, her knee. Okay? So they have these situations. Okay. Now, give the children advice. Advice, remember, advice means consejos. And consejos in English means should. The word should. Okay? Pues you should go to the doctor. Oh my goodness. Un colibrí cerca de mi ventana, niños. Ya se fue. Okay. Should. Okay? So, you should go to the doctor. You should do your homework. You shouldn't eat junk food every day. You should eat vegetables. You should drink water. Okay? Yes? Should. So this is advice. Okay. So give the children advice. X-ray, eyes, soap and water, stitches. Okay. Jim should. Okay. Jim, remember, got his finger. So Jim should get stitches. Okay. Hacerse puntadas. Cuando te cortas te hacen unos puntos, unas puntadas, ¿no? Se llaman puntadas. ¿Puntadas cuando te cortas? Okay. Yes, children? Okay, now. Sarah should put eyes on it, on her head. Okay. Should I? Okay. Sarah should put eyes on it. Ay. En la cabeza, or on her head. You can write this one or this one. Okay? Now, Harry should get an X-ray. Get an X-ray, okay? And finally, Anne should wash it, lavarse, eso, o sea, lavarse la pierna, wash it with soap and water. Lavárselo con agua y jabón, enjuagarse con agua y jabón. Yes, children? Okay, now, let's go to page 70. Okay, so here we have this, right, about what Julia has to do at school. Okay, this is Julia, and here we have a clock, and here we have different activities, okay? She's doing different activities, and we have these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here we're going to use has to, yes? And here we're going to complete, but here we're going to use has to, tienes que. In this case, ella tiene que. And here we have these verbs. We have where, vámonos con la number 1. El exercise 1 son las pictures o las images de ella. Vámonos con, ahora sí con las sentences que dice, Julia has to wear a uniform. So listen, I have wear, start, study, play, and do. Wear, remember, usar de ropa. Start, empezar. Study, estudiar. Play, jugar, and do, hacer. Entonces, I'm going to use has to. Has to, it's an obligation. Okay? No es algo que a lo mejor Julia wants to do, pero it's her obligation. So she has to do something, okay? For example, esto lo hemos visto, híjole. Okay, you have to study English every day. A lo mejor tú no quieres estudiar diario, pero te dicen en tu casa y te dice la misere, You have to study. Tienes que estudiar. Hasta la palabra you have to. Tienes que. You must. Debes de. ¿Ok? Pero en este caso, tienes que. Mamá, mi recámara no la quiero coger. You have to clean. You have to make your bed. You have to eat your vegetables. You have to watch less television. ¿Ok? Debes de ver menos televisión. Less television. ¿Ok? You have to take a shower every day. ¿Pero por qué, mamá? Si no huele a skunk. Tienes que bañarte todos los días. Yes? Okay. So, entonces, we have number 1, Julia has to wear a uniform, and we have wear in parentheses. Now we're going to use number 2. She has to start school at 7 p.m. No, hombre. At 7:30. At 7:30. Okay? Now, number 3. Okay, what is she doing? And okay, she has a book and it says English. So she has to study English. ¿Ves? Ella también estudia, igual que tú. She has to study English. She has to. A lo mejor ella, she wants to study German, French, or maybe science, or maybe, I don't know, physics. Pero aquí, she has to study English. I don't know this, no. Okay, now, number 4, she has to play basketball. Y a lo mejor también es una obligation, porque a lo mejor ella quiere jugar soccer o quiere jugar tenis, pero she has to play basketball. She has to play basketball. Number 5, she has to do homework. Okay, yeah, that's an obligation. She has to do homework. I have to work videos. You have to do homework. I have to work on this. You have to work. You have to do homework. Okay, Julia has to do homework. Okay, Jimmy has to do homework. Todos tenemos que hacer ahorita trabajos. Yes, we have to. We have to. Okay, it's an obligation now. Okay. Okay. Now, exercise 2. Okay, so this will be on your practice book. So we will have this read and complete the note. Okay, we have Kim. Kim, remember it's Maria's surprise party tomorrow. We still have a lot to do. We have to buy a cake and balloons this morning. Let's go to Macy's. In the afternoon, we have to help Mom make the sandwiches. We also have to organize the music. I'll ask Marco to bring some CDs. Then I have to, and you have to. See you later, Claire. Okay, I'm going to read again. You're going to read with me? Okay, so here. So listen. Kim, remember it's Maria's surprise party tomorrow. We still have a lot to do. We have to buy a cake and balloons this morning. Let's go to Macy's. In the afternoon, we have to help Mom make the sandwiches. We have to, otra vez estoy con el have to, y esto es una obligation. Make the sandwiches, porque ni modo que mamá los haga todos, ¿no? Tienes que como que ayudarle a hacer que la fiesta pues fluya, como ayudando a tu mamá a prepararla. Entonces, we also have to, también we have to organize the music. I'll ask Marco to bring some CDs. Then I have to, o sea, ok, ¿qué vamos a hacer nosotros como obligación? Then I have to help my mom. Okay, so I'm going to write, I have to help my mom. Wait a second. Oh, I have to help my mom. Okay, and you have to call Marco, porque he's going to organize the music. Okay, she's going to bring some CDs, so you have to call Marco, and I'm going to help my mom. Yes? See you later, Claire. Now we have answered the questions. What do Claire and Kim have to do in the morning? Okay, and also they have to do this. They have to buy a cake and balloons. So we're going to write, they have to buy a cake, yes, and balloons. These are balloons. Okay, yes? And balloons. Number 2, what do they have to help their mom do? They have to help their mom make the sandwiches. They have to help their mom make the sandwiches. I'm hungry. Are you hungry, children? Oh, yeah, I'm hungry. Okay. Yes? Okay. Now, do they have to buy cookies? No, they don't. Because they're going to eat cake and sandwiches, right? No cookies. And now, do they have to ask a friend to bring some music? Yes, they do. Marcos, no? Or Marco, yes, they do. Yes? Okay, children. I'm sorry about my handwriting. Mi tartamudez. I have to concentrate. Thank you. Bye.